start. $10.80.60. Must sign in. Oh, top. Not only that, every time I have to sign in to which is Gmail, every single time I have to get a notification that I have accessed my own email via yeah, was this really you? You should be able to hear it pop up on the video. Any second. My phone volume on? Well, just gonna be naming it Solas Clone now because part 15, I don't even know what. And plus, if I even get those other ones recorded, it'll be more than that. Am I broadcasting live at 3 a.m.? Anyway, I was trying to investigate.
I'd like to hear more about what you saw in your exploration of the Fade.
I would be happy to share it.
Only at 20 FPS. Why?
Tell me about the old ruins you explored.
I found in the Kokari wilds a humble cottage far removed from any of the simple, chastened tribesmen. The trees and weeds had not reclaimed the home, nor did the chastened dare to come and steal the trinkets still remaining. It was empty, long abandoned, but the world feared that you might return.
Tell me about a spirit you encountered.
The Alamari crossed the Frostback Mountains to escape a beast they called the Shadow Goddess in their story. I met the spirit that they fled. She walks the Fade along the southern tundra, weeping lonely and forgotten. Great Fereld informed, because a lonely spirit drove her prey away.
Tell me about the old memories you found in the Fade.
I saw a dwarf emerge into the light of day and shield his eyes against the sun. The first time he had seen it, the tears were streaming from his eyes. I thought them from the blazing light, until I saw the rock he held so tightly. Then he laid the rock down gently, and he left it as he walked away.
Got a whole bunch of infinite screams back. Endless screaming. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I am really literally going crazy. I Lisa viewed my Are You Still There?
We'll talk later.
Dareth Shirar.
Okay. And see, okay, when I do the faction colors, did I switch to green now? Are you typing now, Lisa? I don't know. I need to pull up YouTube. It has the green in this picture. It would have had the blue. I didn't really notice. I know it had the purple before. The green. That's why I need to go up to my bedroom. I need to go see if I can have a colon romance. Why is it with my FPS? Alright, now save it here. I already had to reload it. I want to reload it too. If I have to reload, I have to go back to here. Because for some reason the buy romance and the multiple romance mods, you can't use both of them. So I don't understand what's going on. Oh.
Gloat
Yeah,
all
I
you
haven't
like.
done
I
this.
have this one.
Are you sassing me, Commander? I didn't know you had it in you.
Why do I even... Inquisitor.
Oh,
Leaving, are you? Does this mean I win?
Are you two playing nice?
I'm always
FPS.
nice. You need to come to terms with my inevitable victory. You'll feel much better.
Really? Because I just won. And I feel fine.
Don't get smug. There will be no living with you.
I should return to my duties as well. Unless you would care for a game.
This is gonna also have the title of what the fuck happened to my FPS.
Prepare the board, Commander.
As a child, I played this with my sister. She would get this stuck-up grin whenever she won, which was all the time. My brother and I practiced together for weeks. Oh, the look on her face the day I finally won. Between serving the Templars and the Inquisition, I haven't seen them in years. I wonder if she still plays.
Yeah.
You have siblings.
2 sisters and a brother.
Where are they now?
They moved to South Reach after the Blight. I do not write to them as often as I should. Ah, it's my turn.
All right, let's see what you've got.
11, 12,
This may be the
13.
longest we've gone without discussing the Inquisition, or related matters. To be honest, I appreciate the distraction.
Where is the romance? I need to romance my
We've
blue
been through
colon.
enough to drop the formalities and simply talk.
I suppose we have. I believe this one is yours. Well played.
Why? This isn't working. Look at those strands up there. Oh my gosh. I'm having the weirdest time. I just typed it up on Twitter. I'm like, I'm in an alternate reality because all this stuff is suddenly happening to my computer. It reset itself. Everything reset itself. Everything.
Yes?
But that "are you with somebody" isn't even in it there anymore.
What do you think of...
Who do you mean?
I don't care. Because I went and had to do the Solas romance. Because I'm obsessed with doing all the romances. Fine, whatever. So I did that, and then it was only after that happened. Well, there's not even any people standing here. My FPS is screwed up. Obviously, it's not gonna fix itself because it's. Oops. I changed my. I changed it down to 1280. What's that about? Where? Where's the one where these lower ones you can't go below 60? You're not supposed to be. Yeah, I'm just really. This is supposed to be a good computer. It doesn't even let me go below 60. This is a good computer. It will play at 60 all the time. Unless you want to go up really high, and it might not. There's 50, 1280 times 720, whatever. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. It's not gonna fix. Well, I'm moving fast. I'm at 19 though. Well, my number is too small. Now it died. Yay, I died. Okay. Yeah, I was moving too fast.
Of course.
He hates it all because of the darkness behind the door. Some doors should stay shut.
Oh, right. Oh, I did get the one other odd things.
I've heard about some oddities here in the keep. Was that you?
Yes. Maybe. What was it?
Wait, oh, I reversed.
Can I assume
the
you're
spark,
responsible for the
apparently.
turnips that have shown up in the fireplaces?
They don't smell the same, raw.
Yeah, now I don't get it because I reversed it. It's too dark to take good pictures in here.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
18.
And how much did you need?
Our heroes strode the winding road, defiant
Something like
the
that.
vile. Uncertain pause for home and
Hello, you.
I hope I can help somehow. Maybe cleaning?
Oh, Inquisitor, I joined.
You have a normal
Sutherland,
hair.
Worship. I saw some bandits, so I came to warn people. I'll let your warriors know and then stay out of the way.
Sure.
You are assembling quite the influential list.
Well, I turned it down low enough so it's not skipping. You call that green? That's a very dark color.
Inquisitor.
Or what didn't even focus in right away? Where have I been? I just ran around here the whole time. Plant new seed. Why am I going so fast? Ooh, I don't know what I'm doing. my way.
First, a full wheel of Antibes smoked cheese, and now 3 royals worth of crushed mint. They were right here. I remember seeing someone take them. I can't recall their face.
Did your hair? What hair has she got?
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is.
Is that the curly hair? Why is it still too dark in here? That's when I put on Hawk, right? Oh.
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
Adequate. Based on the partial improvements to Sky.
As you...
Yes, Inquisitor.
Try to install too many hair. Okay. Dorian. Here's a romance I actually want to have. At the end, anyway.
Anything interesting?
If it's not even...
A letter regarding Felix, Alexius's son. He went to the magisterium, stood on the Senate floor and told them of you. A glowing testimonial, I'm informed. No news on the reaction, but everyone back home is talking. Felix always was as good as his word.
Was?
He's dead. The blight caught up with him.
Are you all right?
He was ill, and thus on borrowed time anyhow.
That doesn't mean you can't regret his death.
I know. Felix used to sneak me treats from the kitchens when I was working late in his father's study. Don't get into trouble on my behalf, I tell him. I like trouble, he'd say. Tevinter could use more mages like him. Those who put the good of others above themselves.
With the two of you...
Felix and I? What an odd question. No, I had no intention of abusing Alexius's hospitality by seducing his son. Not that I've been proper my whole life, by any means. It wasn't like that. Even in illness, Felix was the best of us. With him around, you knew things could be better.
You make it sound like he was a better person than you.
What a mad thing to say. Few people are better than I. Very well, a better person, clearly, not nearly as handsome. Thankfully, Felix wasn't the only decent sort kicking around Thedas.
Okay, when do I get to Fleur? Okay. Miss, wait a minute. Wrong way to jump. If this is broken, I'm
My Lord
definitely
Inquisitor,
have
it's
to
good
go
of
back
you to
3
speak.
hours.
I have news regarding one of your companions, the Tevinter.
Is that a note of distaste I detect, Mother Giselle?
I
Dark.
admit his presence here makes me uncomfortable, Inquisitor, but my feelings are of no importance. I have been in contact with his family. House Pavas out of Carenas. Are you familiar with them?
I've never spoken to Dorian about his past.
The family sent a letter describing the estrangement from their son and pleading for my aid. They've asked to arrange a meeting quietly without telling him. They fear it's the only way he'll come. Since you seem to be on good terms with the young man, I'd hoped...
If you think I'm going to trick Dorian into meeting his family...
I feared you might say that. The family will send a retainer to meet the young man at the Red Cliff Tavern, to take him onward. If he truly does not wish this reunion, he can always end the matter there. I pray you change your mind, Inquisitor. Perhaps their letter will persuade you. If there is any chance of success in this, it behooves us to act.
Because I know I was running it on 1920 before. That's what I had as the settings on the games. Specifically on the game. When I turned it on after it reset by itself for real, it said it went to use mouse keyboard. I checked the setting, that was reset. I had no mods in it. I couldn't see mods. I reinstalled the mods. It wasn't there. I checked. All the settings were defaulted back. I had to reset everything. But I know I had it on 1920. So I should be running it 4K. But I'm only running at 2K or whatever.
I'm told you have Alexius researching magic for you. Research is always what made him happiest.
Okay, come on.
Perhaps I'll even go talk to him eventually. One word of advice. If he suggests altering time as a way to solve all your problems, give it a pass.
Talking in a strange spot. Didn't even talk to him about his parents.
It occurs to me that I barely know anything about you.
Beyond my being a mage from Tevinter, you mean?
Beyond that, yes.
And beyond my being so charming and well-dressed, which is obvious to anyone.
I'm well aware of your finer qualities, believe me.
Of course I believe you. The moment I saw you, I thought, there's a man who knows quality. Now, what was I talking about? Ah, yes, me. I am the scion of House Parvis, a product of generations of careful breeding and the repository of its hopes and dreams. Naturally, I despised it all. The lies, the scheming, the illusions of supremacy. That's Tevinter in a nutshell, isn't it? Needless to say, my family was not happy with my choices.
Why would your family be upset with your choices?
Because I rejected their idyllic plan. If they had their way, by now I'd be married to some unlucky girl from a powerful family. We'd live in luxurious despair, despising each other as I waited to take my father's place in the magisterium. I declined the honor, And thus it's best I'm far from home. Less of an embarrassment that way, you see?
I'm getting the impression that you...
On the contrary,
let's just
not
get
everyone
through
feels
this.
that way.
It just seems...
If I truly believed my homeland was beyond all hope...
Why remain with...
Not that it matters. I'm sure some magisters would disagree. But that's why we kill them.
What do you mean by generations of careful breeding?
The great families of Devinter don't have children. They refine traits, weed out the undesirable, and promote the rest. My mother was chosen for my father because magic runs strongly in her blood. Never mind that they loathed each other. They wanted a son who could become Archon to make House Parvis the envy of the Imperium. They got me. A cautionary tale that you should be careful what you wish for.
I think I've heard enough.
That's too bad. I never tire of talking about myself.
Just a second.
I should go.
As you wish.
I can't see. I can't see. I don't. And I did have it on windowed because I need to be able to do Alt Tab. But for the sake of, I don't know what. Wow! There my number popped up. You're kidding me, right? You are kidding me! Well, now I'm getting my FPS because I went to full screen instead of windowed? What was wrong with windowed? I had it on windowed before. If I don't have it on windowed, it's like it won't let me alt tab. I guess it did. Alright. Let's go back then. So many numbers in here. There we go, 1920. Now it went to 2754. Okay, stay on the 54 then. And probably gonna be too bright now since I fixed something. There. Now.
Watch you roam Skyhold all day. Here and there you run, checking in on your followers. Why don't they come to you, feed you grapes, rub your shoulders? I suppose it's more fun this way. For me, I mean. You're rather strapping.
Yeah, okay, your romance is working.
I've noticed you're rather strapping yourself.
Of course you have. That only takes eyes.
Luckily, I have those.
You do. A rather fetching pair. At any rate, you didn't pass by to hear me fawn. Something on your mind?
Dorian, there's a letter you need to see.
A letter? Is it a naughty letter? A humorous proposal from some Antivan dowager?
Not quite. It's from your father.
From my father? I see. And what does Magister Hallward want, pray tell?
A meeting.
Show me this letter. I know my son? What my father knows of me would barely fill a thimble. This is so typical. I'm willing to bet this retainer is a henchman, hired to knock me on the head and drag me back to Tevinter.
You think your father would actually do that?
No, although I wouldn't put it past him. Let's go. Let's meet this so-called family retainer. If it's a trap, we escape and kill everyone. You're good at that. If it's not, I send the man back to my father with the message that he can stick his alarm in his wit's end.
Only shows the subtitles if I'm waiting.
There seems to be bad blood between you and your family.
Interesting turn of phrase. But you're correct. They don't care for my choices, nor I for theirs.
Because you wouldn't get married. Because you left.
That too.
Let's go meet this retainer then.
I wonder how much my father paid this man to wait around just in case I showed. We'll find out soon enough.
Alright, that's working. Why is it still too dark? What the hell's wrong with this? It's just a really dark area.
My heart.
I'd like to hear more about what you saw in your exploration of the Fade.
I would be happy to share it with you.
Tell me about a spirit you encountered.
I found an ancient spirit who had once been undisputed king of almost every land I had discovered. Like pride or rage, it was the Fade's reflection of a feeling. When I asked which one it was, the spirit faltered. "They've forgotten," said the spirit. "There remains no word for what I was."
We'll talk later.
Dareth Shira.
Where's the... audio? Why is the color not working? My eyes just getting that much worse? I had cataracts. Freaking 30 years old. My first one was in 2010 or whatever. Or 35 or something. Yeah. Cataracts are... You remove cataracts, your eyes supposedly get better? Except mine keep getting worse. I have all kinds of million problems. When did you have a square thing in here? What is this? Oh, that's a Teventer thing. Whoa. Whatever the scary dude is. What am I doing? It's still too loud. I don't know which way to turn my volume. That's what I'm doing. Oh, and then there was that other thing I was ultimately gonna do. Oh wait, did I not go in the war room? When I loaded this, I was standing by the war room, yeah. Excuse me, I can't walk. At least the green on their uniforms looks better than the blue purple did. I don't want blue that looks purplish. I'd rather have purple.
Inquisitor.
Where am I going? Yeah, I'm screwing around with this. Go back and check my Twitter time.
A situation requires your attention, Inquisitor. Noble Chantry loyalists in the city of Jadar are spreading accusations that you're responsible for the Divine's death. They're unusually organized.
Over this
I
mess
recommend we
already.
send people to Jadar to deal with the matter.
Why don't we counter these falsehoods by starting rumors of our own?
A whisper campaign. It would show those in the know we have some subtlety at our command. I've arranged an accord between the Marquis and the Dowager. Wonder of wonders. Perhaps they can be useful to us after all.
Just take care of this. Take care of something else. And I will be back in a minute. is the mouse pointer on the screen. So I need to alt tab because these stupid things. I can't force them to stay away. They just keep coming. Yours should be displayed at 3840 times 2160. It is on the display. Not on the game, but on the display. And then when the game reset itself, it said I was at the 3008. And when I haven't talked to Blackwall yet at all. Watch, he's gonna be mad at me.
I've heard rumors of abandoned warden camps all over these parts. If we have time, I'd like to take a look. See if there's anything we can salvage.
Varric's friend Hawk said there were suspicions of corruption in Grey Warden ranks. Do you know anything about that?
Corruption? What sort of corruption?
Corypheus. He's been known to influence the minds of wardens.
That could very well explain why so
Didn't
many
I
have
have him with
disappeared.
me? Oh, I haven't gone there yet. What?
Are you feeling all right? No voices or anything?
If I start hearing things, I promise you'll be the first to know.
Let's talk about the Grey Wardens. You must know a lot about them.
Ah, the Wardens. I'm afraid we're less exciting than we seem.
All his answers are freaking wrong.
You haven't had contact with other Wardens for a while. Why were you on your own?
It's what I've always done. Recruitment only requires one man. Besides, I've always been a loner. Works best for everyone that way.
How do the Wardens deal with archdemons?
Short answer. Stick it with swords until it stops moving.
Wardens are in all the stories. If it was that easy, anyone could do it.
No, it really is that simple. Just because the archdemon is magic doesn't mean it can't be killed with swords. It just has to be a Grey Warden sword. Look, it's not the killing blow that's the problem. It's getting the dragon to the point where it's vulnerable, where it actually can be killed. There's no short answer for that, I'm afraid.
Blight's been over for 10 years. What do Wardens do when the world's not ending?
There are still Darkspawn. Just because we killed so many in Ferelden doesn't mean they're gone. And the world is not so peaceful that there's no use for good men with swords. Sometimes you have to figure out for yourself what the pledge to protect others really means. It's not always about just archdemons and blights.
Anyway, it's a dreadlocks, but it doesn't really have the lock texture. That's the only thing. And the
Where were you during the Blight?
texture isn't
I was
even
in
all that
Ferelden,
obvious.
on my own, like always. Quietly killed my fair share of
It's more
Darkspawn too.
obvious on certain people.
Let's continue this at
Like
another time.
Colin's hair,
As you
if
wish.
he would have
I'll be
completely
here if you
straight
need me.
hair. Or straight or curly hair, it would be a lot more obvious on them. People with ponytails and stuff don't have
There's a rumor that
quite
the
so
refuse is in
obvious. Okay. I can buy a lot of these at once. Yeah. Doesn't matter, I have all the money. So last of the 6,000.
Which would those be? The mighty standing army of
17.
that land they don't have? You can't
Okay then.
trust them.
Go
Maybe
get
you
some
don't want to say
points.
that so loud around the Inquisition.
This is different. The make.
Which I've learned to control myself going upstairs with the controller of the Xbox.
Visitor.
It's more sensitive than the PlayStation controller, for real. I kept falling off the steps. With the controller, yes, not with the... I mean, obviously was with the stupid keyboard and trying to push each button individually since I can't... No, I can't use the keyboard. Not to remove the strange Templar banner just hanging around here for whatever stupid reason. I have green and white. Oh yes, the picture. Aha, see? Now we got a nice looking picture up there. Green. Definitely looks good with green because it has branches and the mountains that actually have grass. Not that they wouldn't have grass up that far, but anyway, cool, huh? I like it. Pretty owls. Alright. I'm walking in the air. Where am I going? Oh, I can unlock the doors now too. Romance card. That multiple romance colon. I don't think it's bi is the problem. Or you have to
Should we look
install
around?
both
The Grey Warden Alistair grew up at
the only
Ripley.
way to have a
He used to
one
play in the
and
fields
Solas is
outside
to
this
install
very
that
village.
mod that says so. I don't know if you have to install that in addition to the all other ones. Get over here then. Why aren't you offering to help? Wait, did I upgrade his spear?
May it be with you.
Good day.
May it be with you. May it be with you.
Lord Wolseley came back! He says you convinced him. Here, for all your trouble.
Give me a chance to make a screenshot. Full cruise. I never knew that ram turned into a demon. Somebody told me that.
Good day.
Alright, here we go.
Uh-oh, nobody's here. This doesn't bode well.
Dorian.
Father. So the whole story about the family retainer was just, what? A smokescreen?
Then you were told. I apologize for the deception, Inquisitor. I never intended for you to be involved.
Of course not. Magister Parvus couldn't come to Skyhold and be seen with the dread Inquisitor. What would people think? What is this exactly, Father? Ambush? Kidnapping? Warm family reunion?
This is how it has always been.
You went through all of this to get Dorian here. Talk to him.
Yes, Father. Talk to me. Let me hear how mystified you are by my anger.
Dorian, there's no need to.
I prefer the company of men. My father disapproves.
That's a big concern in Tevinter, then.
Only if you're trying to live up to an impossible standard. Every Tevinter family is intermarrying to distill the perfect mage, perfect body, perfect mind, the perfect leader. It means every perceived flaw, every aberration is deviant and shameful. It must be hidden.
I'll need you to explain that.
Did I stutter? Men and the company thereof as in sex. Surely you've heard of it.
I've more than heard of it, actually.
No. The Herald of Andraste. I am shocked and scandalized.
Such sarcasm.
You're not exactly subtle, O Lord Inquisitor.
I should have known that's what this was about.
No. You don't get to make those assumptions. You know nothing about the Inquisitor.
This is not what I wanted.
I'm never what you wanted, Father. Or had you forgotten?
So that's what all of this is about? Who you sleep with?
That's not all it's about.
Dorian, please. If you'll only listen to me.
Why? So you can spout more convenient lies? He taught me to hate blood magic. The resort of the weak mind. Those are his words. But what was the first thing you did when your precious heir refused to play pretend for the rest of his life? You tried to change me.
I only wanted what was best for you.
You wanted the best for you. Your fucking legacy. Anything for that.
Don't leave it like this, Dorian. You'll never forgive yourself.
Tell me why you came.
If I knew, I would drive you to the Inquisition.
You didn't. I joined the Inquisition because it's the right thing to do. Once, I had a father who would have known that.
Once, I had a son who trusted me. A trust I betrayed. I only wanted to talk to him, to hear his voice again, to ask him to forgive me.
He says we're alike. Too much pride. Once I would have been overjoyed to hear him say that. Now I'm not certain. I don't know if I can forgive him.
He tried to change you.
Out of desperation. I wouldn't put on a show, marry the girl, keep everything unsavory, private and locked away. Selfish, I suppose, not to want to spend my entire life screaming on the inside. He was going to do a blood ritual, alter my mind, make me acceptable. I found out. I left.
Can blood magic actually do that?
Maybe. It could also have left me a drooling vegetable. It crushed me to think he found that absurd risk preferable to scandal. Part of me has always hoped he didn't really want to go through with it. If he had, I can't even imagine the person I would be now. I wouldn't like that Dorian.
Are you all right?
No, not really. Thank you for bringing me out there. It wasn't what I expected, but it's something. Maker knows what you must think of me now, after that whole display.
I don't think less of you. More, if possible.
The things you say.
I mean it.
My father never understood. Living a lie, it festers inside of you like poison. You have to fight for what's in your heart.
I agree.
I see you enjoy playing with fire, Inquisitor. At any rate, time to drink myself into a stupor. It's been that sort of day. Join me sometime, if you've a mind.
I don't know what you think you're doing.
I'm being clucked at by a hen, evidently.
Don't play the fool with me, young man.
If I wanted to play the fool, I could be rather more convincing, I assure you.
Your glib tongue does you no credit.
You'd be surprised at the credit my tongue gets me, Your Reverence.
Alright, of course my video died after half an hour or some minutes. Great to know. I didn't even see it shut off. But I have the recording on. And I don't know why it destroyed my screenshots up on the screen. I do know why, but I don't remember. It's either through Origin or it's through like my computer settings. That is the reason I can view anything I do on my computer. But it wasn't viewing my screenshots before. The icon flashes up. It didn't record that, now it is. I'm spamming and got a million of them on top of each other. I don't think it's... It's Alt plus 2 photograph the scene. I know I use Alt F1, not Alt F2. Oh, well. Really? What the... Can I focus in on things and stuff? I can't even read what this is. Why can't I see things bigger? How do I do this? It doesn't look like it has any settings, really. No. Save as HDR. What? Alright. That's just adding different colors. So it's nothing like... podcasting again. I'm sick of recording it. I have to upload everything. I'm gonna have to put up a recording anyway. Alright, I guess that's part about looking at a hen. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I...
What's going on here?
It seems the revered mother is concerned about my undue influence over you.
It is just concern. Your worship, you must know how this looks.
You might need to spell it out, my dear.
This man is of Tevinter. His presence at your side, the rumors alone.
What's wrong with him being from Tevinter, specifically?
I'm fully aware that not everyone from the Imperium is the same.
How kind of you to notice. Yet still you bow to the opinion of the masses.
The opinion of the masses is based on centuries of evidence. What would you have me tell them?
The truth?
The truth is I do not know you, and neither do they. Thus, these rumors will continue.
Oh? I'd like to hear what these rumors are exactly.
I could not repeat them, your worship.
Repeat them? So you've shared them before?
See, I meant no disrespect, Inquisitor. Only to ask after this man's intentions. If you feel he is without ulterior motive, then I humbly beg forgiveness of you both.
Well, that's something.
She didn't get to you, did she?
No. It takes more to get to me than thinly veiled accusations.
You don't think she'll do anything?
Do what? Yours is the good opinion I care about, not hers. It does make me wonder. Is my influence over you undue?
Perhaps. But it's the kind of undue influence I enjoy.
No one accused you of being politically astute.
Not today.
I tease you too much, I know.
It's helpful when you turn that scathing wit on people other than me.
I'll have to find something we can do that doesn't involve teasing. Soon, ideally.
Oh, I took the middle one and I didn't get the part about there are rumors about us.
So I take it you're Dalish? Is that the correct word here?
Is this the correct light here? No.
Yes, that's right.
We don't have Dalish clans coming northward, for obvious reasons. So I've never met one of your people before, although I've heard about them. A little. I hope this won't be an issue between us. I am here to help you deal with the Venatori, after all.
And I appreciate your help, Dorian.
Excellent. Mutual appreciation is a grand way to begin.
You said Alexius was a mentor of yours.
He was my patron, sponsoring me to the higher levels of the Circle of Magi. In return, my successes were his. I had a lot of successes, naturally. Alexius was most pleased. He and I used to talk over brandy about the corruption, how we could one day make real change in the Imperium. And then he gave up. He stopped trying.
Why did he give up?
On a journey to Hossberg, a Darkspawn raid killed his wife and sickened his son. I remember hearing the news. He hadn't been there, you see. Alexius was convinced he could have protected them. The guilt tore him up. I helped him with his research for a while, and then we drifted apart.
That must have been difficult.
Back then, I was furious. I told him to snap out of it, move on. I thought I had all the answers. Later, I regretted my hasty words. But we didn't speak again until he approached me for the Venatori. Too much pride, I suppose. Plus, I was busy drinking. One must have priorities.
Was it hard being away from him?
It was hard not having a patron, yes. I'm not exactly built to fit in. At any rate, he's fallen so low, I doubt he'll ever get up. Sad, really.
I should go.
I do rather like watching you leave.
Okay, I need to do something. Did I ask this woman for a... stupid request?
Inquisitor.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Sit down.
Inquisitor.
Oh.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Light's definitely better in front of her. Couldn't even see her hair right the other time. Where am I going? Oh, I need to talk to
Your worship.
Barracks.
I've got a minute if you need something.
What are your thoughts on the Inquisition?
If there's anybody out there who hasn't joined the Inquisition, they're hiding under a rock. Did you want to take over for Eldon? I think we might be able to conquer it just by looking east.
What do you think of Leliana's work?
She scares me. Mostly in a good way. At least I'm reasonably sure she's on our side.
What do you think of our general?
Find him a war or something. If he spends any more time in the yard drilling, Josephine will have him killed.
What? What do you mean it just pops up with HDMI?
How do you think Josephine is handling the job of ambassador?
I'm starting to get the feeling that this is all a warm-up before she takes over Antiva in a bloodless coup.
Good to know.
Back to work, then.
I need to do stuff to get Cassandra's approval. Just because... I can't
Stefan finally died. It was a blessing, really. He's been in so much pain since Haven. He's out of his mind at the end. Smiled,
reset.
said he smelled his mother's turnip stew, and slipped away.
Greetings.
I just need your advice because you won't talk to me enough yet.
Do you have any advice for me?
Tell that demon, what does it call itself? Cole. Tell it to leave. He may not mean harm, but that does not mean he will not harm us. Spirits are not creatures to take at face value. Be cautious with him, Inquisitor.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
We are honored to serve your worship.
Enthusiastic. Oh, I
How's
need
it
to
going?
get in my points.
Do we have what we need?
Our capacity increases, as do our requests to suppliers. I've had to threaten some contracts. It was exhilarating.
What? Didn't I already talk to him? When did I do
As
that?
you were. We are here for you, Inquisitor.
He has a million questions. Guess I already talked to him. How did I do that? So I have to be constantly. I was going in there.
Something like that.
From Haven's Fog.
Inquisitor?
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the charges?
Nothing jumps out at me. If I come up with any ideas, I'll let you know.
Can't view you this way.
We'll talk later.
How's it going?
So how did you get the name Iron Bull?
I picked it. We don't have names under the Cune. Just, I don't know. Job descriptions, I guess.
Agreed.
When I came to Orlais, I
Want a real
chose the
close-up?
Iron Bull for myself.
Why specifically Iron Bull?
This may surprise you, but I really like hitting things. Also, it's the Iron Bull, technically. I like having an article at the front. It makes it sound like I'm not even a person, just a mindless weapon. An implement of destruction. That really works for me.
I'd like to know more about the Kunari.
You writing a book?
It's your culture, and I'd like to know you better.
You could just ask.
I am.
All right. What do you want to know?
Where? Thought I had a good angle for a second. I guess it's only this way. There we go. That's the best angle to see.
How do the Kunari rule themselves?
It's pretty simple. We've got the matriarchy, the priesthood, and the military keeps the Kunari safe from outside threats.
Does it actually work like that? Is there much infighting?
Not like you're thinking of. People disagree, yeah, but the priests are there to solve disagreements. Here in Orlais, politicking comes from people putting their own gain ahead of the gains of society. If you do that among the Kunari, the Ben Hasrath set you straight, or kill you.
How is every day?
A baker, they don't care about the Empire or the Cune. Mostly they worry about breaking eggs and hope the dough rises right.
It can't be exactly the same. The Kunari have no personal freedoms.
How many personal freedoms do you figure that baker in Valroyo has?
Come here, then.
Life isn't about freedom.
Zelda.
The baker in Parvolin wonders if she'll be given enough eggs to do her work.
Zelda.
Will they come on time?
Yes.
Will the kitchen workers get her bread while it's fresh, or will they come late and blame her because it's stale? Same crap in Valroyo.
Come here.
People are just people.
Come here, then.
What's it like growing up under the
down there and
The
why?
Tomassons raise us in these units of kids all our own age. They're like teachers. They also help figure out what jobs we should do. They had me pegged for military work. When they learned I could hit stuff and lie, they started training me for the Ben Hasra.
Come here.
Must have been a good day for you.
Yes, it's like being a block of stone with a sculptor working on you. One day, the last of the crap gets knocked off, and you can see your real shape.
Come here, puppy.
What you're supposed to be. That's a good day.
Probably came for a blanket. Right.
I heard there's no marriage among the Kunari.
Yeah, that's true. Kunari love our friends like anyone does, but we don't have sex with them.
Kunari don't have sex.
Oh, we definitely have sex. They're Tomassans who pop your cork whenever you need it.
Seriously?
Yes. It's not a big deal like it is here. It's like, I don't know, going to see a healer. Sometimes it's this long, involved thing. It takes all day, leaves you walking funny. Other times you're in and out in 5 minutes. Thank you. See you next week.
Sometimes I think I understand how different the Kunari are. And then I talk to you.
Yep. Still, it's more fun here. Fewer rituals, more making it up as you go along. Plus, you folk have redheads. Redheads.
Do you ever think about what would happen?
Some folks, like Cassandra or Cullen, would do fine if they didn't die fighting. Those two love rules. But the mages, Vivienne's too political, Dorian's too arrogant, and Solas is just weird. They'd all end up dead. Or worse. They'd kill Cole, cause, you know, demon. And Sarah would end up with her mind broken, sweeping floors in some shop. So, to answer your question, no, I don't think about it much at all.
The word Kunari, is that the race or the religion?
Both. Kind of. The humans and elves who follow the Qun are the Vidathari. The Kunari who break away from the Qun are Talvasha, deserters.
What about Kunari who existed before the Qun?
The people we came from. They're called the Kossith, but we don't use that word for the race. We came south to Thedas because the Kossith were... I don't know. We had to leave. The stories aren't clear. But I don't expect they look much like us. Whatever they are.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
No, Zelda, you don't have to run away. Oh my God.
The funniest thing I've seen in years. That cat dancing around, hopping and pouncing like a fool. Made my day bright, it did. Maker knows what got into the little rat catcher.
Her colors change? Yeah, there's green pillows. Like, yeah, her room is more
I
green.
hear Vashel was good pay for you, Inquisitor. Time to go see if my friends came through too. Got a location for a stash. Hopefully something nice for my trouble. Well, your trouble. Just let me know when you're ready to head out. Be sure to bring your empty pockets.
Why does it even matter who's paying us?
Who is putting up the reward for this?
Don't know. Sometimes it's pass the hat. Sometimes it's I lifted this from Master's vault. Doesn't matter, does it? Job done. Time to get what we're owed.
I'm ready if you are.
Always, yeah. My favorite part, this. Let's go see what friends can get us. Wait, this is weird.
What?
I was expecting a village or something. The people that leave me stuff don't trek out to places like this. Give me a city and I'll give you a tour, but surprise, surprise, I don't know stupid woods or ruins. What's that?
Don't hurt me. Harmond made me do it.
Quiet yourself. We're here to help.
Help? Had enough help. I complain about a fight and suddenly I'm an agent or something.
You were the one with the rumor out of Vachel. My friend.
You're her. You're the one he's waiting for. It's her. She's here. Red Jenny.
Hold on. I was not aware the Inquisitor was personally involved. This is a tragic misunderstanding. Let's all sheathe our swords, you walk out, and we'll conduct this like business.
I don't even need
Don't
a
believe
sword.
this
All I
pissbag.
have to do is
He started it.
Advice. Crazy guy.
There. That wasn't so hard, was it? We identified the confusion, and we worked past it. I'm Lord Pel Harmond. I do hope, Inquisitor, that you continue to respond to reason. After all, your choice of company is hardly virtuous.
Freaking user you are. Another noble prick who punches down.
We're the same, you and I. Well, that is overstating it. You are nothing like me, but we both need people.
You want to talk now, but Sarah is my ally. You attacked her friends.
Come now. You know how much her meddling cost me? Because apparently you were complicit. Honestly, previous to this very moment, I thought you'd also been tricked by these Red Jennies. Despite your foreign nature, as Inquisitor, you are a social peer. I attacked them on behalf of us both.
Arse biscuit.
Quiet. Inquisitor, Herald, I don't want to be your enemy. I'm barely invested in being hers. If you are willing to recognize an opportunity, we could be exceptional partners.
You were up to something in Vachel, Harmond. What was it?
If you mean bettering my wealth and position, I'm always seeking that.
By getting people hurt?
Lady Shell Morveau and I were jockeying for the land south of Vachel. To claim land, you must populate it. My people encouraged hers to leave. Her people answered in kind, etc. Really, it was all terribly standard displacement until your troops seemed to change the balance. Well played.
Stop talking to him. Really, just stop it.
Just kill him, Sarah. Before really doing anything, of course, you killed innocent
The
contact.
servants you killed, they did nothing except talk about what was going on.
You killed my contacts. My friends.
That is entirely true.
Well, that should be that then.
You're the one who empowered them, made their complaints a threat. Perhaps you should have warned them about talking to you.
Tell the snot splash no already. Not saying again.
Now what was the point of that?
Mother cuss bucket, friggin' bastard, shitebag, piss face. Eat it, you lop-eared son of an arsenal,
Sarah!
piece of...
Sarah!
What?
I think you're done. At this point, you're making wine.
Ugh, that makes it worse. Friends, Inquisitor. Better than his lot any day.
Oddly enough, a lot of people in this game have the exact same eyes.
Hey, you. Know what? Thanks. Felt good to stomp the smile off that pisshead's face. It doesn't go bad like that often, yeah? But when it does, they deserve it.
Risky, but keep it within the Inquisition and I'll support you.
Even though there's puckered around us?
Even so.
Well, good then. Right, what do you mean? Because I am really not used to that acceptance thing you're doing right there.
I don't want this to get in the way of you staying. I like having you here.
Maybe? You're on my good side. We'll see if it lasts.
Its hair just sticks straight out when you... Oh, gosh.
Demon armies and wardens, and Varric has exactly who we need. The big talker just knows everything.
Why did you really join me?
So, you like to have fun. The Inquisition seems an odd fit. Why are you really here?
What do you mean? To help people.
It's starting to sound like you're looking for something more.
It is. Mostly. Okay, fine. There's talk and I want to see.
See what?
I don't know. I've got all this chantry stuff in my head, and it makes sense, right? But it's fuzzy. I want to see if it's all really real. I just don't know if I want to really know. So I'm selfish. It's all for me. Count yourself lucky, I guess.
What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Which? The ones who do things or the ones who give orders?
I wonder if she...
What about Solas?
I've seen how you look at him. You're in it. Bet he calls out elven glory when he does it.
Thoughts about Cassandra?
Not as buttoned up as she plays, right? Tough, though. I'd stand behind her in front of anything.
Anything to say about Varric?
Varric? Too clever. Always saying something, but never saying it straight.
We'll talk later.
Good, right? I'll be here.
Good, right? Okay. Done here. Yeah, I'm definitely done. What am I doing? Gonna fall asleep. The broadcast stopped again. What did it do? Just record a minute? I didn't see it go off. Well, it's on a recording, so I'll have to upload a recording. Oh. Anyway, thank you for watching the recording. If you are, I hope you enjoy my playthrough, and thank you.